is Jessica Busboom, and I am one of the vocal instructors here at Ocean's Edge School of Worship. And today I will be discussing with you the head voice. Now, there are three different resonances that are typically talked about in regards to the voice. And one of them is the head voice, which is, the reason it's called that is because you feel it mostly in your head or the upper part of the head. The main place that you'll feel it is behind your nose, not in your nose, but behind. And you feel a strong vibration that happens when you push into that resonance. Also, your chest voice is another resonance of your voice, or qualification of the resonance, and that is kind of felt down low, or sometimes even as low as your chest, but it's mainly takes place in the mouth. And then the mixed voice is kind of the combination of the two, and it's kind of like there are different bridges that you can lean more up into the head or down into the chest, so the resonance kind of splits and you use both. But for today we're going to talk about head voice, and I really want you to focus on feeling your voice. So if you haven't really explored your head voice very much, the place to start is with a simple sigh. Whoo is how I would do it for men. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Now there's a difference between whoo and whoo, right? You can hear the difference. So you want to let go of all the resonance or feeling that comes in the pharynx and let it all go up behind the nose. So just like this. So if you were talking in your head voice, it would sound like this, released up into behind the nose. So just practice that a couple times. Whoo, whoo, whoo. It should sound and feel very hooty. So once you feel like you've kind of gotten that place and you let go of everything that's grabbing from basically the teeth down, then you can start working on your head voice. Now you want to work each part of the voice kind of separately if you want to have the strongest voice possible. So if you think about it, most singers want to sing in their mixed voice most of the time because it has the most power or compression, and for contemporary music it's used the most often. But in order to have anywhere to mix to, you have to have a strong head voice. So I'm going to give you a couple exercises that help work on the head voice. So once you find it with the sighs, whoo, 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 go to that place. And I'm going to start with the women, so the women will sing up in this range. So we're just going to do on a ooh, and I want you to push all the way into your face behind the nose on this. Ooh. And for the men, so the only place I feel that is right behind here. I don't feel anything happening really in my mouth at all, and nothing in the pharynx. And the pharynx, by the way, is just the space in the back of the mouth, kind of where your uvula behind there. Your uvula is the little hanging down ball. So it's just behind there, and a lot of the mixed voice is felt back there. But for head voice, we want to feel in the face, in the mask, behind the nose. So once you feel like you get that down with, and you feel like you're pushing into the right space, now we want to add some more presence or chord closure to that. There is a difference between head voice and falsetto. Falsetto is actually where the chords don't come all the way together, so it would sound like it's up in the same place, but the chords are not actually meeting and getting a solid vibration. And so you want in your head voice your chords to come all the way together. So by adding a consonant to the beginning of this exercise, by adding a G, which brings the chords together, g, 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 even if you do that, you can feel that the chords come together, g. We're going to add the G to the front of the oo to bring more chord closure. So same exercise now with a G. Goo, 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 goo. chords have a good starting place in which to go. Brett Manning, who I love, and he was one of my just vocal instructor, I guess, mentors, I would say. He uses this analogy that talks about swimming from the middle of the pool, that you have nothing to push off of. And so the consonant gives you a place to start. That G gives you like a wall to kick off of for your head voice. So men now down here. Down low because the chords are very open, and so the vibration starts to feel a little flabby, but that's okay. Let it happen. Don't try to force sound, but let it stay in the head resonance. So once you feel like you're getting some good chord closure there and you're staying in your head resonance, one more exercise we can do that kind of adds some power to the voice sounds like this. It's basically like a monkey sound, so that ooh, 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 ah. It brings a deeper compression of the chords so that the full chord is pushing together instead of just a portion of it. So that is what's known as compression. There's a deep pushing together of the chords, just like the word says, a compression. And so you don't want to think about singing when you're doing an exercise like this. You want to think about noise or sound that you're making. So as much as you can, try to sound like a monkey. Here we go. Ooh, 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 ah. Adding some more presence into the head voice because we're getting more compression. So the men, same thing. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. It's a little bit hard for me to sing down in that low register in the head voice with as much presence as it is up high, but you get the idea. So you want to feel the sound behind the nose, and if you don't right away, if you're feeling it in your throat or in your pharynx, then keep working it up. Start at the beginning, do the whoo, try to find that hooty spot that really vibrates behind the nose. Also, you can do a simple exercise which is just 5 tones down. On that one, I really feel the vibration behind the nose. So start with an L, then add a G onto the front of that if you want to add some more presence or compression. If you have any questions about your head voice that you would love answered, I'd love to help you. You can post videos below that kind of demonstrate where you are, and I can kind of push you in the right direction. So hopefully you've learned something today, and thanks for watching.